Aladdin, The Lion King, Antz, The Road to El Dorado, Shrek, The Princess and the Frog. He's voiced video games, Elder Scrolls, Baldur's Gate, Mass Effect, so much stuff. He's had over 400 roles, y'all. As an actor, I envy this guy tremendously. Let's bring him out, Mr. Jim Cummings.
Amazing fashion sense this gentleman has. Fantastic, good job. Lozenge for that. Well, no, people ask me that one a lot, and gosh, I don't know, maybe the first 10 or so they wrote, and I think I said before I ad-lib a lot, you know, and eventually it got to be where, you know, because he said it every episode, it was like his catchphrase, you know, you gotta, I am the terror that flaps in the night. And then, so, you know, he would get ready to go into battle or go to save, you know, stop the bank robbery. And I'm the terror that flaps in the night. And then the next line would be, why bother writing something here? Jim won't say it anyway. He'll just make something up. And then I am Darkwing Duck, and they were right. So yeah. I was the, you know, the paper jam that shredded your, you know. I am the floaty that will not go down no matter how many times you flush in the toilet bowl of crime. I am Darkwing Duck. That one never made it. And by the way, as an addendum onto that one, I got to throw this one in. Because a lot of people have, it's amazing that you guys find these cool Darkwings that from eBay, I guess, with the gas gun and everything. And he had another expression called "suck gas, evildoer." And so, like the second, maybe halfway through the second season, ABC used to be ABC and Disney were different companies back then. So they call up and they go, "Yeah, is he? What is he saying?" Suck gas, evildoer. Okay, so that's a gas gun then. Yeah, not a bullet. Yeah, okay. Will you tell him to really hit the G? So, yeah. Meanwhile, back at your question.
So, a few years ago, I was delighted to hear...
I was too!
I'm delighted to hear your voice in one of the Elder Scrolls games.
Oh, yeah.
They really seem to like having you voice orange and black striped cat people or something.
It was who? What was that?
They really seem to like having you voice orange and black striped cat people for some reason. But anyway, they look like Tigger.
Okay.
But I was like, can you just talk about how is voicing video games different than voicing cartoon characters? Do you like the process better?
Jeez, it's boring. Sorry. No, I'm kidding. No. No, it's, you know, honestly, at this point, because I used to be, you know, I would do like a lot of bad guys and, you know, different things. And, okay, now you're falling from the third moon of Jupiter all the way to Earth. Oh, and you're on fire with scalding hot acid. And it's about a 1,000-mile drop. And they're like, oh, okay. So I don't do those anymore because, you know, you're doing that. But I like, at this point, I was like, can I be the guy telling the story around the campfire? That guy's not going to scream. Somebody else is going to pour acid on somebody else, and it'll be fine, you know. Get rid of this thing. But no, you know, video games, the thing about them, you know, you have to do so many different angles. I mean, like there's the one, I guess it's technically it's not a game, it's a toy, but you have to do all these scenarios that, well, if you go through this door, something, if you go to that world, something, if you go to this world, something. So you know, it's just a lot of work and exposition and everything. And when it comes together, like Worlds of Wonder, those guys are amazing too. You know, Worlds of Warcraft, or like Mr. Pandaria. I mean, those are like movies. They're really astonishing. I think some of the work that they're doing in video games, you see that you know, the commercials for them on TV, and you go, oh, what movie is this? Well, oh, it's a game. Oh, damn. You know, it's pretty cool. It's unbelievable, especially you know, some of the music is like Hans Zimmer, and so a lot of those are great. But the worst, and it wasn't really a game, but I did one, God, about 15, 16 years ago, and it was called My Interactive Pooh. It was a little Pooh bear, and he told 500,000 stories, because if you went down the lane and jumped in the river and did that, that was one story, and if you made a left at the oak tree, that was another story. So we finally got through there, and it took 6 months. And the thing was that excuse me, Pooh was going to have had to say every name, every name. Every name, and you know, and it would be like, La Shosie, La Shondi, and that was the only time that I actually answered the phone. Hello. Sorry. It's me. Sorry. And it was insane. And because the rub was that all these stories, you had all these stories where you plugged it into your computer and you downloaded, well, Canute's coming over. Well, I said Canute, and Billy and Canute and Ignatz and Krauthammer are coming over, and all those names were in there. And I had to say them all. So talking about the difference between video, you know, that was in its own category. And Esquire magazine gave it its Dubious Achievement of the Year award just for the name. My Interactive Pooh. I guess it's all interactive if you think about it. They were letting me audition for everything. It's like, okay, I'll take a sweep. And now I got it, so I get to hang out with you. So it worked out, man. Yeah. Hello.
While thinking of Pete, I asked, how was it like working with the late Dwayne Allwine?
Oh, sweetheart of a guy. Yeah, I knew him very well. Knew him for a big stack of years. He was great. You know, he was just as sweet as he could be. And it's funny because Wayne would start talking, and sometimes different people. You know, gosh, like Jonathan Harris and Sterling Holloway and like Lorenzo Music, who was Carlton the Doorman, and John Fiedler, who played Piglet. That was just him talking. You know, oh, dear. You know, that's how John sort of talked. And with Wayne had one of those voices. I can't do Mickey, especially with the cold. But all he had to do was just kind of go right up there, and it was Mickey. Mickey popped out. And it was, oh, wow, that's pretty cool, you know? And he was just a sweetheart. And, you know, I'll never forget, I'm sure everybody here knows, but, oh gosh, we were doing a show, Widget the World Watcher, a very kind of obscure show. But Rusi, Mrs. Wayne Allwine, or you know, Mrs. Minnie Mouse, Mickey and Minnie were married. You guys probably knew that, right? Yeah, how cool is that? Now, I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. And when they got married, Rusi came back from Hawaii, and she goes, I just can't believe, we can't let anybody know. And she's a punkin', everybody in the world loves Rusi. And Wayne, God rest his soul. But, I just don't need that grief. People sitting there, Mickey and Minnie are married? Oh, no, thank you. So we just snuck off and got married. Good for you. Fine, don't invite me. But he was a very sweet man, and he played a mean ukulele.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. He's smiling at you, I promise. Who's the guy that played Max? Oh, Matt, isn't it Matt? Matt Frewer.
Yes.
That bum. No, they auditioned so much for this. They were so precious with it, you know. And I mean, God bless them, you know. I had usually you have like one or two callbacks. Oh, well, yeah, let's get it back. Yeah, read it. Oh, how about this way? You know, and so, but this one they had like 6. And it was like getting to the point where they were going to have to pay you. So I show up, and Max Headroom was really big at the time, and Living Color had just come on TV, the TV show, and it was really starting to blossom. So I walked in and I saw Max Headroom and Jim Carrey there, and I'm thinking, oh crap. So I said, okay, fine, enjoy your job. But I ended up, and Jim Carrey brought a briefcase to the audition. And I said, you fancy. But apparently he's doing well, though. So I'm happy. I'll take bonkers and he can take everything else. But yeah, it's a lot more fun. The goofy guys are more fun. They're all over the place, and I get to answer questions like that.
You added a lot of joy to my childhood. So
Oh, good. Yay.
What would he sound like? Do you have to take singing classes in order to do that? Does it come along naturally?
No, well, I've been singing, my whole life anyway. So I don't know. The trick, it's kind of like what I was saying earlier. Like Tigger is a pretty good singer because he's more of a full-bodied, full-bodied voice, I guess you would say. Whereas Pooh is kind of thinner sounding and everything. So it just depends on the character. Some characters lend themselves to singing more than others. And the trick is that it's like with Jeremy Irons, and I did it for, Ed Asner, Danny DeVito, Christopher Lloyd, forget a few. But anyway, the thing is, with that, you have to sound like the character. You can't just come up and go like this and sing a song. Because I'm sorry, that doesn't sound like Winnie the Pooh. You gotta sound like the character would sound if he could sing. That's the trick. Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. All right.
Okay.
I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the bug that splatters across the windshield of crime. I am Darkwing Duck. See?
Go ahead.
Hi, this is Jim Cummings here. Sorry I have a cold, but I am the terror that flaps in the night. And don't forget to remember to watch the new Wednesday show. Did I say it right? The new release Wednesday show. What are you, a communist? You knew that though, right? Okay, keep up the good work.